YouTube? This is Kelly Buckner here. Here's another little quick video. Trust me, it's not going to be as long as the last video, but this video also is a fixer-upper or do-it-yourselfer for a repair that is pretty common on a lot of Corvettes. This was another deal breaker I forgot to mention in the video that ultimately, that's the new word nowadays, is where I got the car for a lot cheaper because I told them, oh man, my mechanic's gonna need to fix all this stuff. But this is the most common thing that I've seen on a lot of Corvettes, and today what I'm going to be doing is going to be replacing it. So on most Chevy Corvettes, remember the procedure I was telling you about when you get out the car, how it's a process? Well, if you don't abide by those processes, you could have this simple problem. I didn't realize how much it was a bother until I got on the highway and I was making a left turn and I realized the steering wheel was pulling down. So did a lot of research, went online, and I found a how to replace it without removing the whole entire steering column. The dealer procedure is, I think, about 6 or 8 hour job, and you're actually supposed to remove the whole steering wheel, the steering column, the steering shaft that goes all the way down to the rack and pinion. All that has to be removed to fix this simple procedure from the dealer. But as us technicians, there's ways to get around that. So today's episode, I will be removing all these items here, and I will be replacing or fixing my steering column issue that I have here. All right, so you're supposed to replace 2 of them. There's one that's going this way, and the other one is going this way. So this car only has the issue on this side, thankfully. So all I gotta do is remove the old one, and this is the oversized replacement. You push this in, you could actually, from what I've seen on videos, you tap it in with a hammer or a mallet or a hammer, something to push it in. Once it pushes in, you're good to go. Let's see how long it takes me to do it today. All right, so here's the pin I gotta remove. So now watch me play with the steering wheel. So he kind of wobbles out with it too. So I got this tool from right here from Amazon. All I gotta do is just screw it in here, start the threads. Oh, before I do that, let me get a measurement. All right, so I tighten this down. So the whole purpose now is to probably hold this still and screw this one in. Once it screws in, it'll slide out the pin, and I'll be able to just tap in the new one and insert it back in without removing this whole entire steering column. So let's see. Again, so far it's working. I just hold a wrench right there. Let me see if I can do it with this hand. And I'm just using and I'm just tightening it down. Hopefully it feels like it's moving. And voila. To be honest with you, all I did was pull down on the steering wheel and just pulled it right out. So there's you can see, let me zoom in. Right there's the hole or the culprit. Once I fix that, oh man, there go the hole. That's the culprit. Oh my goodness. There's the hole. That's the culprit right there. Once I put this new oversized pin, I will no longer have issues with my steering column. Can't wait. All right, so I put the new one in. If you look at the steering wheel, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah! So that portion is fixed. Looks like it could go a little bit more, but to be honest, it's not giving me any play. So I'm gonna tap it just for good luck. You see the edges are kind of smeared. I used a punch on that edge, try to push it in. But I'm gonna try to use a hammer. I use the ball peen hammer. Let me zoom out so you guys can see. I used a ball peen hammer, and it pretty much will use this end. Oh, it's in. Oh yeah, baby, it's in. Well, it's good enough for me. That's another job done. I'm so excited about that. So now let's put everything back together and test everything out. All right, so I just reinstalled the new piece, and yes, I have no more play in the steering column. It was that easy. It literally took less than 20 minutes, and the only thing that stuck up and took me forever to install was this cover. Once you take this cover up, this piece is in your way. What you're gonna have to do is pull this column back and like lift up. Oh, by the way, what I used to remove this, there's like a little notch right here. It's a 5.5 millimeter wrench. You pop it backwards, counterclockwise, and it screws right out. And yeah, it was super easy, man. I can't believe dealerships are actually charging this much to get it done. But all this, bought it on Amazon, paid, here's the old one, paid 20 bucks for the whole kit. So this now became a special tool, so I'll probably never use it again, but I guess I'll leave it in my toolbox for a later day. But again, that was an easy fix, I would say. I did it, obviously I did it not in a shop or anything like that. I did it right in the same spot. Didn't have to take out the steering column, where all data and repair manuals and most dealership suggest that you should do. But it's actually an in and out procedure. Again, stay tuned for more tutorials for more DIYs of repairing this 92 C4 Corvette. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.